Hello peoples and popples, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Fiction&Flora. You can call me Flora, and today we finally got a check-in. So I have been gone for the last 3 weeks. Life was a lot, and honestly, being a part of the West and knowing that every single dollar I spend ever is directly going into funding a genocide right now, multiple really when you think about it, is distressing, you know, and it does give you that feeling of futility, but futility's, that feeling is not an excuse to do nothing. So I have, you know, I've gotten myself, I'm fine, but I just haven't been in a reading mood. I'm gonna be so honest. That being said, in the last 3 weeks I've read 2 books, which I will take those 2 books and be happy about them. They were both from the same series. I have continued on in the Tree of Eons series by Spenzler, and I am still enjoying it. I read book 4 and 5 these last 2 weeks. So book 4 I ended up giving 3 stars, and book 5 I gave 4 stars. I have been continuing to enjoy this series. If you don't know anything about it, I'm going to link the previous check-ins where I talked about them there. But very basically, it's about a man who dies and is reincarnated as a spirit tree, which in a fantasy style world where Demon King attacks once every 10 years. This is a very expansive story, and it's a lit RPG, so it does have those game elements where you're leveling up and progressing over time, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy how it is incorporated into the world, and honestly, I like lit RPG. This one I would really say it's a mix between a first-person RPG but also kind of a civilization builder, because we are looking at this world that he's been reincarnated in over the span of tens of hundreds of years. So it's not like a one-to-one thing, but it's good. I've been enjoying it. One thing I did notice in these 2 later ones is that there are more noticeable mistakes in the writing, and that's not necessarily in the way things are written, but in the spelling of certain things and the use of punctuation. Those, like, plot and pacing is still good in my opinion, but the spelling mistakes and stuff are a little bit more noticeable, and I'm not all that surprised, because I do suspect that this was either a larger piece of fiction that they had posted somewhere else, and then they are now currently self-publishing it and probably also editing it on their own, so there's prone to be some mistakes, or they are currently writing it, but also they maybe one other person is looking at it, and that is who's doing the editing. And I say this because these books are coming out so close together that, like, I think this author's gonna have 3 of these in the same series come out this year. So I suspect that they don't have the time to keep up with good editing on this thing. That being said, I still like this series. Like I said, it's not a 5-star for me, but it's kind of hard to be a 5-star series. But I am enjoying it. I will be continuing. I've already pre-ordered the 6th book, so you will continue to hear me talk about these goddamn trees. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure my other Reincarnated as a Tree book comes out this upcoming week, so look out for that one. That's all I have to report this week. I will hopefully read more in the upcoming 7 days and have something a little bit more to talk to you about. If not, that's life. I mean, you can't really control your own energy levels, you know? That being said, I hope you guys have been reading. I hope you have been reading, and I hope that you have had a great Mother's Day. If you observe, if you don't, that's chill too, you know? We're all just trying to exist. I'll post again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.